Guys, welcome. Good morning to me at least. It's our number 22 for Gold Pay Dirt Review. Today we have an 8-ounce bag of material, and this one was $32, and it has a half-gram guarantee. So we'll see how close we get. If we get a little bit more, let's open her up. This was an eBay seller, by the way. Let's see what they sent us. Boy, it is really, I know how we're going to open this. It is really sealed well. Congratulations, kudos to the seller. However, it'd also be a little tough to get open. We will wash our bag through once we get our material wet. Looks like it's got some sizable stuff in there. Let me get out my number 10 classifier and our big pan so we don't make too much of a mess. We have a lot of material that we're trying to catch up with, guys. Been busy here during the pandemic with our regular business. Alright, let's save this big stuff and we will triple check it just in case they gave us some kind of a big nugget. And I think we're going to classify it down one more time. Alright, see what we have right through our 20 mesh screen. Yeah, half a gram. This should be a good one. Alright, looking here, I'm not necessarily not really seeing anything, but as we know, that all changes when we get them in the pan. So let me get set up here on the panning station and see what we got. Okay, real quickly, we are going to run our magnet over our very little indeed. This is our plus 10 material here. Let's try it in our fines, our minus 10. Again, very little. Yeah, very, very little. This is going to be an easy pan, and I'm going to do it in the medium pan here. We could do it all at once, but I think we'll split it in half at least. Be optimistic, get our snuffer bottle ready. Guys and ladies, I want to thank everybody for their support. We've picked up a couple of Patreon members, and guys, we have a beginning level, and if I'm not mistaken, it's been set up for a month or so, but it's we have a $3 level, and $3 or 300. We want everybody to know that it's all important. It's middle of July of the summer of 2020, and we are going to get out on the road again in about 6 to 8 weeks. Do a little exploring. We like abandoned places, and we're going to do some metal detecting out in some of those abandoned places, and if we get a chance, we're going to do a little gold panning. All right, guys. This is the mix. I didn't really see anything in when it was dry, and once it got wet, I think I saw even less. Get my tweezers out here. Not sure. That very well could be a gold flake. I think it is. Alright, so we did get one flake out of the first pan. See if it yields anything else. Anyways, I was starting to talk about getting on the road. We have a new Garrett metal detector, and we know a lot of abandoned buildings here in and around southern Nevada, all the way up to the middle of the state. And Arizona, we have not done a lot of investigating, but we plan to. Well, I think our half a gram is going to be, oops, I see something. Really wants to move. That really wants to move like the blonde sands. You see this little piece here? However, we're going to put it in the bottle, look at it a little closer. Well, I don't want to say it was a letdown on the plus 10 stuff, but if there's going to be any gold, this is where it's going to be. Unless they gave us a big nugget in our magnetic stuff, wouldn't that be nice? Half a gram guarantee in an 8-ounce sample should give us a nice little line of gold here in this pan, but we'll see. All right, let's give it a countdown. Very little black sand too. Guys, there isn't a drop of Or is it a drop of gold in there? Well, I'm going to put the balance in. And we're going to wash it through to give it a as fair of evaluation as we can. Alright guys, drum roll please. We're not missing anything, by the way. We have our jet dry in the water. Nothing's floating out of the top, at least a half a gram worth. Alright, well, I'm still waiting to see something. This will be a first for us. You see it, that's where the gold should be. Not a drop, not a drop. I'm going to look over my notes again. 8 ounce pay dirt, half gram guarantee, and we paid $32.28 with free freight. Unless there's a half gram nugget in here, which, that's, you know, it's always possible. It's possible, but unlikely. But it's never over until the big lady sings. There's our gold. There's a piece of lead in here. And there is our gold, shaped like an arrow. However, this is far from a half a gram. Pick that piece of lead out for whatever reason. What I'm going to do here, guys, is I am going to another couple of pieces of something. However, that may be gold. The first one, that's lead. This may be gold. It's kind of a dirty, odd color. I'm going to investigate a little bit more. Still, I know what a half a gram of material looks like. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to change this water. We're going to repan the whole thing again, I think, in our bigger pan. and then get back to you, see what we find. Stay tuned. Okay, so I looked up our eBay seller, and he is from Missouri, I think. I'm going to show you the screen in a minute. And he is Chief, and there's about 10 numbers after it, so I will show you a screenshot. So far, and it is a half-gram guarantee, so far we have not reached that. So what I'm going to do here, it's not going to work. Got my big pan out here. We're going to see if we can extract any more gold before we make any kind of a determination. We did get that one, let's just say, sizable piece. Of course, we didn't get any gold, really, except the one piece. So this is unclassified. I put everything back together. Depending on the outcome, I think what I'll do is I will write the seller. This was a $30 batch of material, but we will weigh up what we do have. Alright, let's see if we happen to get anything. Yeah, I do see a piece we missed. I see two pieces. I hope it's gold. I think because they were attempting to float. It's kind of a very dirty gold. And there was definitely nothing small. There was a few, there might be a couple little flecks, which we'll scoop up. But when I say flecks, I mean those three might be a penny if the scale would even weigh. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do again, guys. That was the second panning. We're going to do it a third time, because I feel that if we found a couple of chunky pieces, there may be more, so stand by. Okay, again, clean water. This is our third panning, and we are using our much more manageable mid-size pan. I looked at the pieces we got, and they are pieces of gold that you would never be able to pick out dry because you can't see them. They're about the same color really as the material. So if we find anything sizable, we will pan it a fourth time. And I do think with the pieces we do have now that it's going to be close to a half a gram. So this was a sample that the snuffer bottle never really came into play. There may have been just a couple of pieces of flour gold, but that could have been in the material itself as far as it was not added. I'm hoping we find another piece here. Got these couple of big guys. Alright, if you're in there, we're going to find you. Alright, let's see what we have. We have a lot of material here to spin back, but no, our third panning yielded nothing. So What I'm going to do here is I'm going to get the material we did find out of the snuffer bottle. Here are the pieces in question. Pretty sure the round one that you see kind of rolling around is lead. Or possibly silver. Alright. If there's anything at all in this snuffer bottle, it's flour gold. So here's what we're working with. Sorry about that glare. I will dry this up, but yeah, this small piece here, round piece, that's got to be silver. This, I'm really in question. I don't think it's gold. I think there may be some gold in it, but I bet if I weigh up what I pretty much know, see, that's another piece of silver. I'll bet if I weigh this up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces, I'll bet it's close to ½ a gram, because this stuff here, this could have gold in it. I mean, I'm looking at the color, but anyways, interesting sample. I'm going to dry this up and we're going to weigh it up and see what we end up with. Okay guys, so I am really in question here as to what we have. Gold, gold, gold. It appears on one tip here that it could have some gold in it. However, it's not gold, it's silver. These here, silver or lead. That there, some kind of piece of metal. It may have some gold in it, but it looks more silver. So what I'm going to do here, these little scales, when you turn them on, they do tare to 0. However, it was pointed out to me that I did not tear my scale. So here we go. Aha, back to 0. Alright, we're going to weigh these 3 pieces. That come up to 0.070. Okay. .070 at 24 karat, $1,800 an ounce is $4. Now, benefit of the doubt, I'm going to put the rest of this metal in, and I don't know why we'd put the silver in. So we're up to 1/3 a gram. Now, granted, there could be some gold in that. That could be very dirty gold, as is this. So we're up to 0.378. This I know is not gold. It's silver or lead. Alright, so we're up over 0.582. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to send a link to this eBay seller, because I don't believe a guy should get any kind of a negative or neutral feedback without some sort of explanation. So anyways, the fact that we got, it's hard to run these scales if you're holding them, but as you see here, .375 or 6, so we got we got 3/8 of a gram instead of 1/2 a gram. So I think what we'll do is we'll write him, and we will put in the description what was said. So once again, was it an interesting sample of material? Not really. The couple of little tiny pieces of flour gold, you know, I just leave them in this little pan. This is sort of my display pan, and if I suck them up and they end up in the next sample, they will, but they don't equal a penny, so we leave them in there with that little piece of lead or silver and go on to the next one. So anyways, guys, appreciate you being here. This was Gold Review number 22, and we will have the seller information from eBay in the description. For now, Doug at Doug's World Tour. Out.